You already know what it is. GMOG Media TV, GMOG Sports TV, back with another one. All right, fam, you already know what it is. Listen, if you're new to the channel, by the way, please subscribe, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. If you want an unfiltered, unbiased perspective about sports and social commentary, please subscribe. We already know what it is. But anyway, family, real quick, I want to talk about um, a tweet from Michael Benson. Shout out to him. I follow him on Twitter. He mentioned that Floyd Mayweather is among the boxing's all-time pay-per-view record. So he holds the record for 5 pay-per-views, right? And I'm gonna quickly highlight this real quick. Um, so the top 5 boxing pay-per-views of all time is held by Floyd Mayweather. This is no secret. I mean, um, this people who follow the sport should know this already. And even though I'm not the biggest Floyd fan, I have to give this man his credit. I got to give this man his credit, and credit is due, because from Pretty Boy Floyd, it was strategic. Once he got off of with Bob Arum, he saw that he could play the heel by being Floyd Money Mayweather. He knows that playing the heel sells tickets. So once he became Money Mayweather, and once that fight between him and Oscar De La Hoya, you know, it came together, and he decided to be the villain. He realized that, hey, I can manipulate fans to get fans to buy to see me fight to lose, because we all know when Floyd Money Mayweather was at his highest, people were paying money to see him lose because they didn't like this guy, and he went with that. So that's the reason why he holds the record for the top 5 boxing pay-per-views of all time. You look at Manny Pacquiao, 4.6 million. Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor, 4.3. Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, 2.4, versus Canelo Alvarez, 2.2, and also you have Mike Tyson in there with 1.9. So he holds the top 5, which is 4 out of the top 5, right? Um, but like I said, at the same time, give this man his credit. You know, when you look at the folks that he fought, and I illustrated this on Twitter, and I'll get to the guy who I was talking about in a minute. When I illustrated this on Twitter, I said, if you look at the totality of Floyd Mayweather, his opponents when they faced Floyd on pay-per-view, they had their highest career payday, their highest gate, and their highest overall revenue. What does career high mean? Meaning that before and after they fought Floyd Mayweather, they did not get a bigger payday. They did not get a bigger total overall revenue before or after they fought Mayweather. So it was always career high paydays at the time when they fought Floyd. Now, with the exception of Canelo, of course, Canelo is an enigma, but everybody else had their career high paydays after they fought Floyd. Those are just facts. Now we have guys who I had an interesting conversation with, right? Who I'll pull up in a second. Um, Guy by the name of, according to Crawford, aka according to Boxing, who wants to discredit Floyd by saying, quote, to be frank, Floyd Mayweather was definitely an attraction, but without these particular opponents, there's no way he could have gotten these results. As I illustrated before, I said everyone he faced on pay per view, with the exception of Canelo Alvarez, everyone has gotten a career high payday. Now he tries to throw in, you know, Andre Berto, when Andre Berto and Floyd was on his way out of the game. He was on his way out of retirement, or going to retirement rather. So the stigma and the enigma of Floyd at that time was was low. There was really no big interest to see Floyd fight, because he had one foot, actually both foot out the door. That was his last fight, his real actual last fight, and he dominated Andre Berto. And the fact that he had between 400 and 500,000 pay-per-view buys at the time, it's bad from the totality of it all, right? But it's still better than most guys who are, well, quote unquote, the faces of boxing, what they average today, with the exception of Canelo Alvarez. As far as pay per view numbers, nobody's really averaging 400 to 500,000 buys. And to discredit the man because that was his last fight on his way out, that's kind of that's definitely ridiculous. Definitely ridiculous. So, according to Crawford, is a hilarious man. Like I said, I consider him one of the biggest Terrence Crawford groupies. So, I go to his tweets for comic relief. Um, this guy is definitely, I don't know if he's a troll, an AI, or whatever the case may be. He could be, he could be a fucking hermit. Who the fuck knows? But this guy is hilarious, man. But shout out to him. I have fun conversing back and forth with this guy with his imaginary wins in his mind, right? Obviously, he's overcompensating for something. So, but anyway, just want to address that, family. Like I said, I'm giving flowers to Floyd, even though I'm not the biggest Floyd fan. I'm not the biggest PPC fan. I'm not the biggest Al Heyman fan. I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. Floyd got those numbers because he knew how to play the heel. Floyd got those numbers because that's Floyd. He knew how to market himself. He knew how to promote himself. He knew what he had to do to get those record breaking pay per view numbers. All right, family. So those are my thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below, family. Let me know what you guys think about Floyd's all time top five, being the top five pay per view in terms of buys. Let me know what you guys think. Until next time, signing out.